we're gonna get right into this one.
Too complex, much too complex, too complex, much too complex.
Welcome back to the Black Media Man Cave, where I celebrate all things black culture. Today I'm going to be listing my top 10 favorite moments from the Martin TV show, one of my favorite TV shows of all time, and in my opinion, one of the funniest shows ever made. The Martin TV show began in 1992 and starred comedian Martin Lawrence in the early stages of his career. By this point, Lawrence had already done several movies like Do the Right Thing and the first two House Party movies, and was also hosting Def Comedy Jam, so he was already somewhat of a household name, at least in the black community. The Martin Show followed the exploits of Martin Payne, as he was known in the show, and his girlfriend Gina Waters, played by Tisha Campbell, who acted alongside Lawrence in the first two House Party movies and also the movie Boomerang, which premiered in the same year as the show. They had amazing chemistry in the show due to already being friends, and I honestly don't think the show would have been as good without her, in my opinion. As a matter of fact, I feel the show actually declined in quality when Campbell left in season 5 due to controversy. They were backed up by Thomas Michael Ford and Carl Anthony Payne, who played best friends of Martin, and Tichina Arnold, who was Gina's best friend. Thomas played Tommy, who was primarily the voice of reason in the group, who may or may not have a legit job. Carl Payne played Cole Brown, the dim-witted best friend of Tommy and Martin. And Arnold portrayed Pam, Gina's stereotypical best friend who can't find a man, so of course she hates Gina's relationship with Martin. The whole cast had great chemistry, and at many times you could tell that they were just having fun while filming. On top of that, Martin Lawrence himself portrayed several characters on the show, like his own moms and his next door neighbor Shanae. The Martin Show was one of the major reasons for Fox Station's success in the early 90s, with season 1 regularly pulling in 11 million viewers. And I feel like Martin opened the door for other more edgy shows that came after it, like the Jamie Foxx Show and the Steve Harvey Show. Shows that showed black people just living normal lives and dealing with everyday issues without having it sanitized for television. Before I get started, I just want to say that this is my own personal list of my favorite funny moments from the show, and that it most likely won't line up with what you think are the funniest moments. Plus, there's no way I can cover every funny moment in 10 slots. So let me know in the comments below what your personal favorite moments are from the show. With that being said, let's get started with number 10.
I'll give my top funny at the end.
Number 10, DP. When Martin's toilet gets clogged in his apartment, he makes an attempt to do it himself but fails miserably.
I mean, this was a funny episode, but say this is a top 10 episode. Nah, Chief. Nah, Chief. I'm sorry, dog. But this is a funny episode, but to say it's a top 10, nah, I can't, nah.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I can't give this top 10 status. It would be like top 25, most definitely. The dead plumber.
He enlists the help of a plumber, and since he has to go to work, he leaves Cole in charge of watching the plumber until he finishes. When Martin returns home, he learns from Cole that the plumber has died. They call the cops, but since they can't prove that there are white people over the phone, the police take their time.
They want to know what America's favorite pie is.
Oh, sweet potato pie. Sweet potato pie.
No, Bing pie. Go with Bing pie. Bing pie.
No, it's apple pie. Baby, say apple pie.
Good answer. We're gonna go with apple pie. Got it. What do you put on a sandwich?
Hot sauce. Yeah. And some barbecue sauce if it's a hot links. Hello?
While they wait, they try to come up with other alternatives to deal with the body, but eventually settle on having a private funeral for the plumber. This scene highlights each character's individual strengths, and is one of the early episodes that provides some character development. Tommy does his best Reverend impersonation. The girls show off their singing skills.
Low pants riding. T-shirt creeping.
Creep.
Say it for me 4 times.
Creep.
And Martin, as usual, takes none of it seriously.
Yo, DP.
That's a good one. That's cool.
DP.
Yeah.
Martin, that is so nice. Where'd you come up with that, honey?
Dead plumber.
Despite their best efforts, the crew learned that they may have jumped the gun just a little bit.
Out the entire Martin series, though, Amir, come on, dog. The entire series.
Number 9. This is TV. One thing that the Martin Show never really established is who Gina's friends really are outside of Pam. Throughout the series, Gina had a rotating door of homegirls that she never hung with and that never appeared in any other episodes. A perfect example of this is episode 5 of season 2, when Gina convinces Martin to host a baby shower for multiple pregnant homegirls at his apartment. Don't ask how you have that many pregnant homegirls all at one time. It's not that important. Martin seems to know them all, but has nothing but disdain for one in particular named Bobby.
Damn.
Things get heated, and Martin does what he does best and puts all the women out of his apartment.
I'm an ignorant man, am I? Well, get out my ignorant house. Oh, yeah. Waddle on out of here. Get the waddle.
Unfortunately for him, one of them goes into labor before she can get out of the apartment, and it's up to Martin to play doctor and deliver.
Hang up, Tommy. We don't need him. We can do this, man. We're men. We can do this.
He gets some help from his boys, and what follows might be possibly the most hilarious childbirth scene ever put to screen.
Wait, hold on, man. Where's the umbilical cord? Damn it, Tommy. We don't need an umbilical cord. This is TV.
It's best to turn off whatever brain cells you have on this episode. You know why?
Can't drop
This
the baby.
is TV.
You can't drop the baby in the sink like that, though. That's kind of wild to drop the
Number
baby in
8,
the sink like
use
that.
your cat eye. A long-running joke on the show is that nobody knows what Tommy does for a living. Every time he's asked, he gives a vague answer or just reiterates that everybody already knows what he does, despite nobody having any idea. Martin and Gina get fed up with it and use a body language book to try to get to the bottom of it.
And Tommy, on this normal job, tell us what you do. Quick, come on, Tommy, spit it out. What you do?
Oh, wait a minute, Martin. Man, I don't have to prove to you that I have a damn job, all right?
Scratching of the head. That's a new one. Let's check the book. According to the scratching of the head chapter. Look, what does that say?
Bald-headed lie.
When that doesn't work, they decide to become cat burglars and stake out at the apartment that Tommy and Pam
here
share
it go.
together. Gina isn't really about this life, so she botches the mission at every step.
No, you don't slam the door.
Margaret's copyrighted, but you can still do it. You just can't show
I
like
love
the
this
whole
episode for the
episode
reasons
in
that
its
I mentioned
entirety.
earlier, because Martin and Tisha have such great chemistry together.
Like if you chop
And
it
Martin
up
is
really
just
good,
so
you can get away
aggravated
with
at
it,
every
man.
single thing that Gina does. He loves her though, so he tries to get through it as best as possible without getting caught.
What are you doing?
I can't see.
No. Baby, we cat burglars. Use your cat eye. Use the cat eye.
That wasn't even the funniest part of the episode. The first part
Number
of the episode
7,
was when Hustle
the
Man took
catfish
his
are
damn
delicious.
tires.
In the first 2
Watch
seasons,
for does.
Martin works at a small-time radio
Watch
station.
for
And because it's the
does.
highest rated station in Detroit, he has an inflated opinion of himself and thinks that everybody knows him everywhere he goes. The opposite is true, and every time he goes somewhere expecting people to know who he is, they never do. This is made even worse when a famous Arsenio Hall type night show host named Barnell Hill comes back home
man,
to cut the
if
ribbon on
you
a new
chop it
building,
up real good,
taking
you
the
can get
gig
away with
originally
it.
meant for Martin.
'Cause
Barnell
they
is
let-
played by Tommy
hold
Davidson,
on.
who is one of many.
I'm talking over video. You can let they allow people to use clips, upload clips, but like if you like let the clip ride for too long, but if you let the clip ride for too long, then yeah, you could get in trouble. I know in one of my meme videos that I made, I uploaded the entire clip of the whole the CD player scene when everybody had to dress up in black. If you play that in its entirety, that'll get you blocked. But if you chop it up real good, you get away with it. See, I learned. Gotta use the noodle. Gotta use the good old noodle up here. Pause. No diddy. You know what I'm saying though.
many criminally underrated comedians who appeared on the sketch comedy show In Living Color. He has a massive ego and thinks he's too good for pretty much anything.
Out of here. Hey, Snooki! There's a crowd between me and my car. Straighten it out.
Martin convinces him to come on his radio show for an interview since that's where Varnell got his start. And Davidson effortlessly delivers one-liners during the interview that even makes Martin break character.
Okay, well, enough about that. Do you have a pool, brother? You got a thing you can swim in, splash. You got that?
Don't have a pool. Got me.
Thought I had your ass.
But we got a 10-mile lake out back. Call it Lake Varnell. Yes, catfish are delicious.
Martin broke character.
So what I do is I'd go out back, man.
They both broke character.
Cast my reel. Pull that out. Fry, lay it to the side. Red beans and gravy. I ain't too lazy.
You can tell that most of it was ad-libbed, but Davidson doesn't miss a beat and gives us not only one of the most memorable characters, but also a memorable moment. It's just a shame they didn't bring him back for future episodes.
It would have been dope to have Varnell Hill in season 5.
Yeah.
How about a brother come out, maybe be on your show?
All right. Man, when's it, are you going to be in Hollywood anytime soon?
Nah. Damn.
Number 6. Is the swelling going down?
This is
Martin is
definitely
chosen to
a top
participate in a
5.
charity boxing event.
This is
but when he
definitely
learns
a
that
top
professional
5.
boxer Thomas the Hitman Hearns is going to be there, he lets the opportunity go to
This
his
is
head.
definitely a top 5.
What's the matter with you? This is supposed to be a charity event. You don't get it. You just don't get it.
Still on a high from quote-unquote winning the match, he gasses himself up to challenge Thomas Hearns to an actual match after Hearns hits on Gina. Forget the fact that they don't even look like they're in the same weight class. Without pro training, Martin gets destroyed in the match, but happily takes the beating for his girl's honor.
I got him. I caught him, baby. Caught him. Yeah. Huh? I love it.
This could hurt.
Hey, man. The little man didn't give up.
This episode culminates in an unexpected moment when we see the result of all the shots Martin took to the head.
Is the swelling going down?
Number 5. I studied under Bruce Lee.
Oh yeah,
In
this is
episode,
underrated.
Tommy meets a new woman but doesn't know that she used to date a little person. The jealous ex-boyfriend is played by Bushwick Bill of the rap group Ghetto Boys. And he's joined by a gang of familiar little people actors from the 90s. After Tommy, Martin, and Cole get jumped by the pint-sized gang, they decide to enlist the help of a supposedly karate master who studied under Bruce
This is
Lee.
an underrated
As
episode.
you well know, I've studied under Bruce Lee.
You studied under Bruce Lee?
Yeah, he was on the second floor and I was on the first.
Here Martin is playing Dragonfly Jones, and this is another moment where Martin plays a character so over the top that the cast themselves can barely contain their laughter. Although Dragonfly is supposed to be the master, he's cheap, and his only student roughs him up for not giving him his money in a timely manner. Hey, at least the crew got somewhat of a lesson out of this.
Little man, whoop your
Number
swole
4,
ass.
do the pocket knife. This is a situation where it's not really just one funny moment, but nearly the entire episode is hilarious. Martin does a rolling stop at a stop sign and gets a ticket from a small town country cop. One thing that always stood out to me about these car episodes is that they always cram themselves into the car like a couple of clowns. Instead of just paying the ticket, Martin decides to make a big case out of it and takes it to court in hopes that the cop doesn't show up.
Martin would have won the case if he would have just shut the fuck up and let her bang the gavel. If Martin would have shut the fuck up and let her bang the gavel, he would have got away with it. He would have got away with it. Martin would have got away with it. That's crazy.
Well, of course the cop shows and a trial ensues. For just a traffic ticket, jury and all, Martin is in rare form here trying to represent himself and failing at every turn.
Claudine, GTD.
TD.
What does GTD
GTD stand for?
Tommy, I've asked a question. What
does GTD stand for?
Control, okay?
He's clearly guilty, but wants to drag it out as long as possible while grasping at anything. Martin eventually starts losing his mind and hilariously tries to go for an insanity plea. Once again, in traffic court.
I think the case should be thrown out due to the fact that I'm insane. Do the pocket knife. Do the pocket knife. Do the pocket knife.
My mama too. Bro, everybody broke character. Everybody broke character here. Everybody broke character.
Number 3. Who took my CD player? You ever get something new and expensive and all you want to do is stun on everybody so they know you got it? Well, Martin feels you because in this episode, he goes out of his way to let the whole squad know how much he spent on a brand new CD player. Be careful who you brag to though, because you might wake up one day and your stuff is stolen.
Damn, baby, I've been jacked.
Martin then goes on a mission to find out who stole his Walkman, culminating in a group interrogation scene ripped straight from the movie New Jack City, complete with the dog, the camera shots, the outfits, and everything.
Sit down. Play again.
Come sit your fine ass down before I make change.
Nobody has any idea what Martin is talking about.
Anybody got
and if he actually
$5?
thought about it for a little while, there's only one
$5
person who
change.
takes things from him without permission.
What do you have not stolen anything? Hold up. What?
Hold up. No.
Sit. Thanks for letting me borrow your CD player. It was all that.
That's right. Brahman from the 5th floor turns out to be the culprit the entire time.
Oh, man.
Number 2. You got to go to work on Myra's feet. In this episode, Martin and his fellas take a backseat to the ladies as Martin transforms into Shanae for what's essentially her own personal episode. Martin gets front row tickets to the Detroit Pistons game for he and his friends and tasks Gina with holding on to them until they get back. When Gina cleans the apartment, she accidentally throws them into the garbage chute. Shanae, noticing that Gina is in distress, offers to give her some Pistons tickets if Gina agrees to work in her hair salon for a full day. After some back and forth, Gina agrees to not only work in the shop, but also receive a makeover. Little does Gina know, Shanae has some pretty interesting clientele, and one in particular is reoccurring character Myra. Myra needs a pedicure, but it appears she has some hammer time in her toes, and Gina is unwilling to get her hands dirty in the process.
Why don't you take your shoes off so we could get started?
They are off.
Man. I don't even blame Gina. If your feet look like shoes, bitch, you need more than a pedicure. You need help. You need to do something about that. You need to go see a doctor. The fuck? You smashing Laquita? Shit. I'll come back to you on that one.
In steps Shanae to show her how it's done.
Girl, what are you doing? You don't foul like that. Oh my goodness. Oh, please, okay? You gotta go to work on Myra's feet. Yeah.
Got the damn Sanders.
Number 1. That ain't no damn puppy. And my number 1 funniest Martin moment, no matter how many times I see it, is the episode when the whole crew goes to Chilligan's Island. Everybody is taking trips with their women, but Gina feels like Martin never wants to take her anywhere. Feeling the pressure to take Gina on a nice trip, Martin uses coupons on the back of a cereal box to give Gina the fancy vacation that she's always been hoping for. Unfortunately, when they get there, they learn that everything about the resort was false advertising. Not only that, but the island is home to dangerous wildlife.
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
I think there's a puppy in our room.
Oh, yeah?
Wait.
That ain't no damn puppy. That ain't no damn puppy.
Get him, baby!
There ain't no damn puppy.
Tisha Campbell did an interview once and said that they hadn't filled enough time for the show that week, so they improvised a scene with the animal to fill time. To make matters worse, Pam and Tommy fell for the same vacation scheme, and eventually Pam and Martin have to tag team to defend themselves from the rat puppy creature.
That ain't no damn puppy!
And look at Pam Yeats, though. Pam Yeats out.
Well, that was special.
The fact that this is improvised and clearly thrown together just makes it even more funny how much they went out of their way to exaggerate this whole thing. That's why this is my funniest Martin TV show moment of all time. And that does it for my top 10 favorite Martin TV show moments. Like I said earlier, let me know in the comments below what your favorite Martin TV show moments are. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll holler at you.
Oh man, shout out to the homie though, man. Shout out to the homie though. Shoot, that was a decent top 10. It was a decent top 10. I ain't gonna jump on his top 10. That's his top 10. That's his top 10. My personal opinion, you gotta have the Jodeci on there. I gotta put the episode with Jerome on the casino. That episode definitely gotta be on there. Random Spoons not being on here, I don't know. You gotta have Random Spoons on here. The episode where Martin was trying to set up the satellite TV so they could watch the fight, and Cole fell off the roof trying to put the satellite up. That is the funniest shit ever, dog. The funniest shit ever. Hold on, matter of fact, hold on. I got to, bro. I got to. It's probably one of my funniest scenes. Cole falls off the roof. I guess I only got it in this form right here. Hey, y'all can't tell me this shit ain't funny. Hey, y'all can't tell me that ain't funny, bruh. Yo, him falling off the fucking thing is funny as fuck, bro. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Apparently everybody invincible in the Martin universe. Apparently nobody can't really die. Oh, man. He said, what? No, hold on. I didn't complain. I just said, I don't know if that's top 10, though. I just said I didn't know if that ain't top 10. That's all I said. That's all I said. Oh, man. That shit is hilarious, dog, for real. Oh, man.